Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MLP cast for my boy Rin, who I do owe an apology to because I took so long to cast this game. So I do apologize. I did of course download the replay because I'm not a moron, and we have the game here, so we'll get it underway. We'll go through the draft quickly. We have John Galt, who'll be playing that Troll Warlord. We have ODB playing the Doom. We have a Void being played by, I believe that is Rin, and I'm going to call him Rin because I have no idea how to pronounce that. We have a Treant Protector called Spencer, which is relatively easy. And finally we have, I believe there's a Chinese characters, and he's playing Ember Spirit, so we're just going to go ahead and call him Ember. On the side of the dial, we have, where's it, Velikarap? I'm going to say 69 because it's got hashtag 69, so we'll just call him 69. Dog will be playing the Luna. Mike Hopomancer playing the Viper. We've got Hoga playing the Weaver. And finally, again, Chinese characters for Nakes. So we're just going to say Nakes, because I don't speak any Mandarin or Cantonese. Looks like there might be a bit of contention here for the bot bounty rune. And I don't think they're going to be able to contest here. So they will just have to back out, and they might actually go for it though. Ember, I was going to say, I don't think they can contest, but they're looking to go for it. Spencer, he comes in for the steal. Doesn't quite get it, but at the end of the day, bit of harass done to Manta. They're going to turn around. There's a bit of a fight going on here. And the Weaver, Hoga, he's coming in. He wants to do a bit more damage to this Ember Spirit, but Ember got some pretty high armor. Well, not high, but 2 armor will do the job. In comparison to most heroes, it's decently high, I suppose. Regardless, not too much damage dealt. He'll go back to his lane and we'll get the game underway now. You must excuse me. I did just get a new monitor. Literally just picked it up. So I've been playing with the settings. So if anything's screwed with regards to the visuals, like if it's choppy or anything like that, I suppose just let me know. Or if it turned out weird, just let me know. Of course I'll check. But you know, my first time using one of these new 16 by 9 monitors, which I know it sounds pretty retarded, but yeah, just got some money to buy one. Thank you, EG. Anyway, looks like Ember's going to have a hell of a time against Mycomancer. Who, I mean, it's a Viper, so he's going to continue using that poison attack. Very annoying orb, and it's going to do a lot of damage. Looks like 69 he's got rooted for a bit, and I didn't even realize the animation had changed for the Treant, because he doesn't stun anymore, he just roots them in place, but that's pretty cool. I do like that, actually. I haven't played Dota in a few days, so I hadn't actually noticed that. John Galt, top lane with ODB. Dog's coming in. And they're a bit of a strange lane. I don't know why there's 2 carries on the top lane, and I suppose they screwed up their draft pretty hard, and actually we missed first blood. No, it was in mid, Mycomancer. He gets a first blood on Ember, and it was literally just poison attack, so it doesn't look like it'd probably be too entertaining. But we did unfortunately miss it, so we have to try and keep a bit more track. Bot lane is where I was assuming there would be more action, but it's a bit slow at this point. Even though 69 is very low. He has to be careful because Spencer, he's just continuing to go invis and hit him. And that's all he really needs to do at the end of the day. Even Dog right now, he's a bit low as well. Not the easiest lane to be up against. When you've got a Troll Warlord, it's hard enough. Then when you got ODB on the Doom, it's even harder. Spencer, he looks like he's going to get taken down. The bash does the job, but they'll get the return kill on Rin. And Rin, he's actually going to start hitting up Hoga, who has the Sakuchi if he wants. He's just dealing a bit of harass, and the Time Walk was used as well, just to negate some of that damage. He'll cop a bit of damage back on the walk-off, but still, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Oh no, actually, yeah, no, it was a 1-for-1 trade, but the thing is, Treant did die first, so the XP did go to the Spirit Breaker. And in fact, Spirit Breaker now making the charge happen. And is he going to cancel that? No, he won't. He'll just make the damage happen. And actually, they might go for a kill. No, the Time Walk was there. Spencer with the root. Good little root from him too. And you've got to be careful with this Treant. He does a lot of damage. His base damage is currently 94. Which is kind of a big deal. And he's just going to keep doing that. And this is why Treant is so strong. He just keeps doing that. And you find yourself with no HP at the end of the day. John Galt now has to back off top lane. And Mycomancer again. Alright, so we're going to have to keep an eye on this mid lane apparently. But Ember Spirit dies a second time. So he's having real troubles against this, and you can see why. It's a level 3 poison attack, so the movement slow is 30%. And the damage is relatively high as well, 22 damage per second. Spencer now, he's copying a bit of damage at bot lane. Looks like he's getting bashed as well. And Hoga goes in, gets the kill. Now they're going to go on to Void, but they won't be able to kill him off. So they'll let him go. They've got to be very careful, because once he gets that Time Walk on higher levels, he's just going to have it so regularly that they're never really going to be able to kill him. Unless they have some kind of silence or strong disable to try and negate the fact that he can just press a button and, you know, lose all that damage they just dealt to him. There's a charge going on. Where is Spirit Breaker going? Looks like he's making a charge for mid, and it is Ember Spirit, and he's already died twice, so God forbid he dies a third time, you know, 4 minutes into the game. Actually, he runs forward, doesn't run back, gets the bash happening with Mycomancer out of position. Will not get a kill, and it would have been an easy one too. He would not have been able to walk it off with that slow, and I do have a feeling the Spirit Breaker not going to be too happy with his Viper right now. But Viper doesn't really give a crap. He's farming very, very well for himself. He doesn't really care. So he's not really going to mind what just happened, I suppose. Top lane looks like there's some action going on there. No, not really. Just continuing to farm. ODB opting to go for the max Devour, so realizing he's not going to get any last hits with a Troll Warlord in the lane with him. So he's just going to take that Devour, eat a creep here and there, and try and soak some XP. Because all you really need him for is the Doom anyway. Looks like Hoga might be the one in trouble now. His Sakuchi was on time lock for quite a while, but they just can't get a lucky bash on Rin. And Rin, got to be hating it. I mean, sometimes you get those constant bashes from the time lock, sometimes you don't. The charge comes in and it is cancelled off. Realizing he was going to be nowhere near a kill. And would rather not take damage and have to run back to the base. Mid lane, as I said, we'll be keeping an eye on it. Look at these poison attacks, how much damage they're dealing to him. Luckily for him, Mycomancer, he ran out of mana, so he couldn't continue to cast, but he does have that Aquila. So now he can really regen that mana and keep it going. Not to mention the extra damage. Spirit Breaker, that is not your side of the river, sir, and he could be in trouble here. He's just the time lock. He's dying for it. I know Rin's shouting for it right now, just not coming out. Very close indeed, but no cigar. And I suppose if he had the chrono, he probably could have made something happen, but very unfortunate for him. No lucky time locks. Nevertheless, though, he is farming very well for himself. He's on top of the last hits board right now, 23 to 16. There is a charge coming in. The Sakuchi goes through as well, and like I said, I don't think they're going to be able to kill him. He has the time walk. There's the Leech Seed as well, and he'll just time walk that one off. Void is a very, very hard carry to try and kill, or a hard core, I should say. And they're going to keep trying to chase Spencer, but Spencer, he's going to go invis in just a second. They have no detection. And Spencer, I'm sure he's just going to make something happen. He uses the Leech Seed just to try and get 69 out of the lane. And it will force him to really just get out for a bit. The Shrine has been used, so if he has to go back, he's going to go back to the base. Which he will, because he has no regen. Unless he just dies. Which he just may. But it looks like Rin is not in the vicinity at this time. So he's just decided he's just going to use that Shrine. Ember Spirit actually going for a kill himself, but Mycomancer is too tanky. You do not jump on a Viper as a solo Ember. And he's going to cop some punishment for his insolence right now. And luckily again for him, Viper running out of the mana to keep that orb going. Now Rin comes back in. Still no chrono though, but Spencer, he'll root that Spirit Breaker in place in 69. Makes the charge. Just charges onto them. The time lapse is there. The dilation, I should say. And Spencer will get the last hit now. Hoga, he'll be the one getting hit up. There's the time lock he wanted. He needs another one, and I don't think he's going to get it. But that Swarm is dealing so much damage to Trin, and he goes down. Hoga, he's trying to man fight this, and luckily he did not get time locked through that. Otherwise, it would have allowed that last hit for the Void. Now top lane looks like John Gold. He's going to be in trouble. Nax is chasing him. And ODB, he's trying to stop them in their tracks, but he has actually done so. That block was just enough. The Lucent Beam wasn't going to be there to finish the job. It just wasn't enough damage. And Mycomancer again. Alright, now this Ember's kind of annoying me a bit. He's He's made me miss 3 kills. I mean, that last kill, I mean, you couldn't blame me for that. I was concentrating on something else. Chrono actually on the Spirit Breaker. Rin, he's got to be careful, though. And actually, 69, he's taunting him a bit. This could be a bad taunt, though, because he could die here. The Leech Seed is actually healing Rin up. And now, it looks like 69's the one in trouble, because Rin's just going to turn around here. He's got the Time Walk available in 5 seconds. And I think he's in big trouble unless he has another charge, which he does. The Sakuchi coming in, the Weaver. Throws a Swarm out, does miss. Ember Spirit's actually here, though. He'll get the chains and... Well, there you go. And in fact, he screwed himself a few times there because, first of all, he said nice Chrono, which it was, to be honest. Then he says juked, and then Ember Spirit comes and chains him. So, very embarrassing on the Spirit Breaker's part to get killed like that. But well played. It was definitely worth the Chrono. That's the thing. People think a solo Chrono like that isn't worth it, but it actually is. Number one, you were gonna die. And number 2, you ended up getting a kill because you've got teammates that actually rotated, and God knows Ember really needed that kill after all the deaths he's had. So actually a charge coming in on Spencer, and I think he might die here. They actually charged onto Void, but it hit Spencer. Rin, he's very low. He'll time walk it off. Hoga will end up getting the kill on the Treant. And that is definitely worth it. It was a very good charge in the sense that it hit Spencer as well as the Void. So kept both of them at bay, but Weaver at the end of the day chose Spencer because he realized that was the easier kill to go for. Still, things look not too bad for the Die right now. I think they're leading. In fact, they are. Bit of a taunt coming up in 69. Spencer, TP's right back to the lane. He does have that overgrowth now. So that is a 3-second disable he will have. Hoga actually rotating. Looks like he just wants to go grab a bounty room for himself. Surprising he didn't really just stick in lane and last hit, get that XP. I mean, the bounty room's not really worth, but now he's going to find himself with double damage as well, which kind of does make it worth it, because this could change into a kill, basically. It's basically like trading it in for a kill. So, on a Weaver, like, when you get a bounty room, it's a free kill. That being said, though, there's a Void with a Time Walk. The Swarm goes out, it does miss, and I think that might change the game a bit. Look at the damage he's dealing to Rin, though. With one hit, he basically took out a quarter of his HP. Now he's been stunned up, and Rin, he will be going down unless he commits the Chrono, which it looks like he's gonna. Good overgrowth there from Spencer, but I still think he's in a bit of trouble. He's got to commit it, and he does do so, and he actually gets the tree out of the Chrono. That's a perfect Chrono. It couldn't get much better than that. 69. He's actually in trouble now. Oh, good 16% bash right there. Now another bash. He does end up getting the kill. That's as lucky as you get for the Spirit Breaker, but that was as good as a Chrono as you can get. I mean, I really thought he was going to trap Spencer in the Chrono, which, I mean, I wouldn't have blamed him because I would have done it. But he actually managed to keep him outside of the edge of it. They get the Weaver kill. Now, it is traded for a Void, but at the end of the day, the Void got that XP and the gold as well. So, I can't really say it was too bad. And now they're going to try and go into Micromancer, but there's no mana on Ember Spirit. And John Galt, I mean, he's not going to be able to solo kill the Viper himself. Very risky plays coming out from this Ember. He's just a bit overly confident about what his hero can do, I think. And mind you, his hero can do a lot, but against the Viper, especially with that the corrosive skin, you've got to see the fact that at max level, he's going to have 25% magic resistance as well. So a lot of that veil damage he's going to get and the talent damage isn't going to mean anything against the Viper. So a bit unfortunate for him. Rin, just farming up. Looks like he's just trying to go for Vladimir's right now. Perfectly fine. Generally, as a Void, I mean, Void is a Vladimir's carrier, definitely. But generally, that's an offlane Void. It's not that often you'd see it on on a safe lane Void, but we'll see what he pulls out with it. To be completely fair. Actually, I was just going to... looks like there was a Nether Strike coming, but did not come out. Actually, top lane, Dog. He's going to commit the Eclipse. There's a few creeps there, though, and I don't think it's going to do the job. And he's actually going to go down. Well played by John Galt and ODB. ODB being very smart there, he walks in, he takes a couple of those Lucent Beams off the Troll Warlord to make sure he doesn't die. So they split the Lucent Beams coming out from the Eclipse. And that was very well played indeed. Now a charge, it's coming in from the Spirit Breaker. It's going to hit this Ember. He has no idea what's going on. And Viper's there as well. He's going to commit the ulti and Ember's dead. There's no way he's surviving that. Absolutely no way in hell he could have survived that. Spencer now looking for the root. Not going to find it, but it's just a very hard kill to get. You do have that time dilation, which really helps against the Sakuchi, and in fact, Rin looks like he wanted to go for it. He does have the chrono available, but there was a charge in, and in fact, he might die here. Beautiful time walk out, just in the middle, just in time, really. John Galt, he's going in to try and help out. They needed to commit the overgrowth. Now they've only got the Spirit Breaker. Do they want to commit the chrono? I don't think Rin really wants to, and he won't do so, but now he will. And unfortunately, his Troll Warlord walked into it. And Hoga, I think he'll be fine through this. There's no mana for the time walk at this point. Nevertheless, they get away from it all, and John Galt looks like he's going to go for a push attempt. Never mind, because Nakes is there, and Nakes wants to have a fight with John Galt, but John Galt doesn't want a bar of it. And Hoga, he's going to come in to help out as well, and they'll get the kill. Ember Spirit's here now as well. He misses a lot of his stuff, but at the end of the day, he's still going okay. And I think he's just going to run, because he's so under-farmed at the moment, and so under-leveled for an Ember. He's being charged up now to make matters worse. And Hoga, he continues chasing. Spencer's still there though. He roots him in place. Rin, he's still around as well. The goal on the Nakes, they're still charging in. And Nakes, he's infested in the creep. The swarm goes out. This could be dangerous for both teams right now. And there's a charge in. It's going onto the Ember Spirit. Rin has to be careful not to die here. He's got no mana. Ember Spirit will drop. And it looks like they actually dropped the Trine as well. Nakes jumps out. Infest damage and a hit will do the job. And unfortunately, what looked like it could have gone the way of the Radiant, unfortunately goes the way of the Dire. Not good news. Not good news for the Radiant at all, but nevertheless, stick it out and see what you can do with what you have, is what I always say. Johnny. Not sure what he really wants here. He's just got that Morbid Mask and the Phase Boots right now. He hasn't farmed the greatest, but not too bad either. So, he's doing okay. Ember just walks straight past the bounty. Wants to go straight for a kill here. Throws the Remnant out. Doesn't go in. Now he will, but he misses the chains, unfortunately. This isn't looking good. They've got the Viper, but he's so tanky. He's going to turn around and start man-fighting this. The Overgrowth was there, but it doesn't matter. They'll get the kill onto Trent. They'll get the kill onto Ember. And like I said, I'm just not sure where they were going with that. Especially when you miss all that, it's time to run. Bit of some poor decisioning here from the Radiant side. It's like the problem with the Ember right now for me is he's not farmed enough. Like at this point he should have a Veil of Discord. He's nowhere near, he hasn't got one item towards that. And he's trying to take fights. It's a matter of don't take fights, go farm. And actually ODB, he's going to be in trouble now. He'll walk it off. So he'll be fine at the end of the day. He's relatively tanky with 1.4k HP, but just have to be careful. You can't forget though, they do have a Doom. And Doom can just ulti the Hoga on the Weaver, and it makes him completely useless. He becomes like a pillow. You just destroy it. And he's not going straight for a Linken's either. He's going straight for the Deso, which is not the best idea against Doom, but I suppose that's not really the Radiant's problem here. John Galt, he's standing on top of the hill. Nakes was about to walk up. Looks like there's a bit of action in the back lines. Weaver playing around with them. Mycomancer not scared of anything. And ulti goes out onto the Ember. Ember might need some help here. He jumps in, he jumps back out, and there's the chrono onto 2. John Galt's on the outside. He hasn't used the ulti. Now he has. They're actually doing a lot of damage to this Nakes. Nakes is going to go down. Now Viper's going to go down. That was a beautiful rotation. And it didn't look like it was going to go that well, but they just connected all the dots there, and that's all they needed. So things turning around for the side of the Radiant. They actually got a 1.6k gold swing out of that one little fight onto 2 heroes. So they really took out 2 of the highest net worth heroes right now. Hello, homies. Thanks for joining me. Rin. Rin just farming. If you're wondering why I'm laughing, one of my close mates has decided to join the chat. Just so you know, homies, I'm commentating a game for somebody right now, so I'm gonna ignore what you're asking me. Ember Spirit jumps in, jumps out. In fact, dog. He uses the Eclipse. This isn't looking good, and he'll take 2 down. In fact, the Micromancer will be the one that gets the double kill. And they're gonna take this tier 1 from these 2 kills. There's no way they're gonna be able to defend this. Love you too. And they're going to try and defend this tier 2. But things aren't looking too good right now. They're very behind in terms of farm, in terms of XP. Not the best. And there is a TP in from the backlines from the Ember. Throws the Remnant in, but again, does not want to have a bar of it. There is a charge down bot. They're going to go on to Rin here. The Weaver. He's going to deal a lot of damage. There's no Chrono available, but the heal comes in from the Treant. The Nether Strike committed as well. And the Time Walk will do the job. He'll just back it off. John. Still farming himself. He's picked up a Shadow Blade now. There is a Haze Rune they're about to pick up on Hoga. Not that he really needs it because it's a Weaver, but he does have a bottle. Spencer going for the root, but he's not invis at the moment. John Gold comes in as well. They're going to go have a go at this. And there's the Overgrowth. The time lapse committed as well, and they can't actually keep him in place. They need to commit that Chrono right now. John, he's going to let it go. He really wants Hoga. There's the Chrono. He wanted to avoid the Troll, but he got him anyway. But at the very least, if he gets the kill, which he does, it's all worth that. The charge coming in to try and help out this Nakes. Micromancer comes in as well. He has a Time Walk in just a second, but I think it's too late. The Ember Spirit comes in. It's a pretty big fight. They'll get the Spirit Breaker. John Gold, he's still trying to man fight this one. Nakes, he's actually going to take him down. It's a double kill for Micromancer again. Ember, he's really going to have to run and all look at this. Doom, he's been rooted up, but it'll be alright. Actually, no, he might not be. Micromancer, he's just chasing him up. They'll let him go. Ember, still very underfarmed, but getting close to the Veil of Discord. Still, things looking relatively bad for him right now. The Armlet is up on Nakes, so he's got his main item really. He needs that Echo Saber as well, but it's not going to matter too much. The Armlet just offers so much more. The Viper, obviously he's happy. Dragonlance, Maelstrom, got a Hyperstone and Phase Boots, and an Aquila. I mean, the man's just farmed like a god right now. Over 20 minutes, it's 22 minutes and he's just so farmed. Doom, I don't know what you're doing, sir, but you do not walk up to a team like that as by yourself. Ember, he's going to turn around on this, and I don't think that's the play right now. The team on the Radiant are very split up. John Gold, he's just farming up. He realizes there's no way they can defend this. Now the Nether Strike onto the Ember Spirit, and I think he's going down here. He had a Remnant, but it wasn't going to do anything. Spencer, he walks out of there. He knows there's nothing going on. And actually, Dog gets a kill on John Gold with the ulti at top lane. Rin, he's going to take that tier 1 at bot, but the tier 3 has been taken down mid, and he knows he can't defend it. He doesn't even have the Chrono up at the moment, so that's absolutely fine. But they're going to lose at least the lane of Rax here unless there's some miracle defense that comes out, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think there's any way they can defend this, and the Milirex is gone anyway, so that's the most important thing. There's the range Rax as well. Very confident team from the Dire, and Spencer, he's going to lose his life, I think. Hoga, yeah, he does get the kill, And then the Nax is there as well. They jump in with the Remnant, and they do have a Chrono now. Really, he's gonna have to find something beautiful. He does get 3 right now. That's massive. They take 2 down. The third, they take that one down as well. There is a buyback on Viper, which is rather strange. Not sure why you would commit the buyback. Okay. Second buyback. Interesting. Unsure about why they bought back, but maybe just a bit cocky. I'm really that's a big mistake in my opinion. You've literally opened up so much potential for the Radiant. Like, you've given them win conditions where there weren't meant to be any. So now they've got they know that you have no buyback. So if they somehow get an amazing team fight off, they're going to be able to push through your base, and they know that your Nax and your Viper can't buy back. Wait, was it Nax or was it the Weaver? Let's have a look here. No, it was the Weaver and it was the Viper. So both those guys aren't going to be able to return. Ember, though, he looks like he's in massive trouble. He can't get away from this. He does have the Remnant, but he's too slow. And yeah, he's going to die straight away. The rest of his team couldn't really help out there. They're going to be chased up now. And I don't think there's much they can do about this. No, there isn't. They'll be able to back off, but that's all they can do here. And again, the Dire on top of things. John Gold. He can try and stop this, but Hoga, he's going to be there as well. And the tier 2 looks like it's going to be given up. Oh, they're going to find Dog, though. And John Gold, he goes into range form for some reason. And has to back off. No lucky bashes for him. Obviously, it's only a 10% chance with those bashes, so can't really expect too much from that. Now the push coming in again. They want this second lane of racks. Ember, he throws out that threatening Remnant, but it's really not that threatening. It kind of dictates what he's going to do. And actually, John Gold, he jumps in, he gets the bashes, and Viper will go down. That's a massive kill. Now a charge comes in, but it's not going to matter. And there's the Chrono. It's on to 3. They've even doomed up the Nax, which is probably the wrong target, but at the end of the day, it looks like Nax will end up losing. Now Overgrowth, they will get the Weaver as well. He didn't even have time lapse. No, he did. He just couldn't use it. And now the only one left is the Spirit Breaker, who will be able to walk off, I think, but I don't know. John Gold, he's making the chase. He might be able to get those slow axes. And yeah, he's going to go for it. And Spirit Breaker not really, well, he does charge into him. I was going to say not really reacting. Spencer, a bit too late. And it looks like even Ember saying, why the hell would you feed us that much money? He's got his full, he's got his Veil, but he's going to have the Maelstrom soon as well. So more magical damage coming out from the Ember. It is a good question. Why the hell are you feeding them when you're this far ahead? Doom also has a full Assault Cuirass. It looks like Spirit Breaker is just content on complaining about the Battle Pass or Compendium. And Spencer asking why you'd care. Spirit Breaker, he's got a Blade Mail and he's got an Echo Saber. So you've got to argue it's a relatively farmed Spirit Breaker in terms of like what position he's meant to be in, but bit of trash talk coming out, but I'm not sure what his point is here. I think he's trying to tell Spencer he's wasting his money for spending so much money on the Compendium, but each to their own, mate. I mean, you know, you work for your money, you spend it however the hell you want. Troll. Invis. Gonna find Dog. And Dog going for the shrine right now, but he's gonna find John Gold on John. He's gonna hope for those bashes, but he's copping so much damage from those glaives, but he does get the bash, and Dog's gonna go down before the Eclipse comes out. Dog wants, John Gold, he wants to keep fighting. His team just backed off on him, though. And now they're coming in, but they've left him alone. Now the Chrono's there. They're going to go for the Viper. Not the easiest kill, but it looks like they maybe just be able to find it. Another... the time lock just in time, I was going to say, and they do get it. Spirit Breaker just charging through them for some reason. And he claims wrecked, but his team just lost 2. And again, feeding gold away. They're going to keep chasing for this Spirit Breaker. They really want to take this trash-talking Spirit Breaker down. And they won't do so. He is a bit too fast for them, but... nevertheless, this might open that tier 1 up for them. And every tower they take, it just adds to the net worth. And they're going to be able to pull this back. And the Dire, they've just given so much back to the Radiant when they just didn't need to. Like the buybacks, the bad team fights, like for what reason? You had the game in the bag and now I don't know so much. Rin, he's got a Manta style as well as the Vladimirs now. And he's going to have a Diffusal Blade soon. Now, Rin did ask me to point out, in case anyone else is watching, Rin has pointed out that he's very well aware that there's 2 Vladimirs on the team. And... yeah, he just warned me before I casted it, so I didn't, like, talk about how stupid that is. But at the same time, it was John Galt who got it second, so it's not really his fault. The bash comes out into the Weaver. Can he get one more? He throws the axes out, almost gets the kill. There's about 20 HP left. My goodness, just one more and he would have had the job done. Bit unfortunate, but he didn't actually use the whirling axes, which was a mistake, because if he did, he would have got the kill. So the idea is you right click, press whirling axes, and then continue to right click with the battle trance. And I mean, he would have got the kill. It's a bit unfortunate for him. And that would have been another big kill. In fact, he has no buyback either, so would have opened up some towers to take. Ember Spirit getting very close to the Maelstrom now. And this is it's gonna really help. You can't look down at that those lightning procs, especially with the Veil on top of that. Ember, he's coming out after Maiko Mata. He's gonna make the jump in. ODB is there as well. They've got the stun. They don't need to commit anything else. No real ulti's committed apart from the Troll Battle Trance, but that doesn't really matter. It's only like a 30-second cooldown, I think it is. Yeah, so it's not really a concern. And Ember thanking him. After such a terrible laning phase, now he wants to trash talk the Viper. And I suppose, you know, you can do that. If you really want. I tend to think just winning is good enough, but who am I to say? Trash talking is always fun. And I do like to commentate on the psychological side of Dota. ODB now, he's got a Blink Dagger for himself as well. So he's going to have that initiation. Actually, they found the Weaver. If he can get the Doom off, that's going to be massive, and he will get it. So Weaver should die here, and yeah, he will do so. And John Galt, look at him go. The attacks, just permanently bashing almost this Lifestealer. Now Rin's in. He can commit the Chrono onto the Spirit Breaker if he really wants to. And he might just have to, because Spirit Breaker will be able to charge very soon. No, he actually won't. The Time Dilation does the job. Dog, he comes in. He commits the Eclipse. John Galt, he's copping all of it. And I think he might just go down here. The Overgrowth's there from Spencer, though. Now the Chrono's committed. It's onto 3, and they should be able to get the kills. They're not actually killing the Luna straight away, though, for some reason. Dog, he'll go down. They've taken down 2. They're going to take down 3. And it's a full team wipe, in fact. And that's massive. And look at the taunts come out. And, yeah. I mean, 69 said it the best just then. He said LMAO the throws. You would be correct, sir. It does appear that your team may have just thrown the game. Not completely yet, because they are still very farmed. Or not so much, but... I mean, the Viper's still pretty farmed. The Weaver really needed a Linken's. Still does. Don't know why he hasn't got it. Life's still decently farmed. They've got so much potential in the diet to just go get a Roshan first. Get that Aegis. And then go for a second push. I'm just not sure why they haven't done so already. Charge coming in from the Spirit Breaker. It is going to hit Rin. And a few lucky bashes might just do the job. The blade mail is out, so Rin's got to be a bit careful. He does not have the chrono. Now the Nether Strike's out, but he has the time walk in a second. And he'll be able to time walk a lot. Not really a lot, actually, but he'll be fine. Ember Spirit. Just walking around, having a good time. Got that Maelstrom. Going to be going straight for the Boots of Travel now, which he really does need. Like, he needs to be able to go anywhere at any time. He needs to become that global figure. John Galt goes invis, but he did show himself to Hoga. So Hoga, he's trying to make a run for it while he can. And if John Galt could catch him, this might be a dead Weaver. He's very fast. He just needs to get there, and he does, but no bash, and no bash means no kill on a Weaver. No way to stop him from Sakuchiing. No kind of silence available for them unless the Doom was around. They do have the overgrowth though from Spencer, but just not close enough. Now there might be a team fight. Mycomancer, he's got the Nakes inside of him. He does commit the ulti on John, but John, he'll be able to invis away from this one. Ember does jump in. Bit dangerous to do so. Overgrowth is there as well. They're dealing a lot of damage here, but he's copping some as well. Myco, he does go down. Nakes, he's trying to man-fight this. There's the chrono to stop everything in its place, and they'll take out the Nakes. They'll take out the Weaver. And 69, I'm afraid you've walked into the wrong area, so you're going down as well. That's 4 down. The Luna wasn't even anywhere near them at that point. And I fear that things are going to go even worse for them. I mean, luckily for them, these bot creeps are all the way down here, so that tower is in no danger of being pushed at this point. However, this tier 2 mid doesn't really stand much of a chance, and they might even force it to the racks. And ODB gets a stun off onto the Luna. That's actually pretty massive. Spencer, he does not have an overgrowth. He will commit the Leech Seed, and the tier 2 is going to go down very fast, and I dare say they should go for the next one if they can. Viper has no buyback, but there are going to be some other heroes up very quickly. They needed the Battle Trance. It's on cooldown for 10 seconds. The Doom committed onto Luna, so she's basically deleted from the game for a while. Ember Spirit going to go back to base and heal up, and he'll be back with the Remnant. And this Rax is not actually going to last a second here. The charge is coming in. They're going to try and defend this. The Overgrowth is not available either. He has no mana anyway, even if it was. And Spencer might be the sacrificial lamb. They'll get the Range Rax, and they'll back the hell out of here. And actually, Ember's going to lose his life. I'm not sure how the hell he got back in. I thought he wouldn't have remnanted back to that position, but looks like he did decide to. Interesting. Now, the side of the Dire. They realize they can either try and force some buybacks, or if there is none, they can try and force a second Rax and try to put a halt to this momentum from the Radiant, which they're not really liking, and I can't blame them. They're going to go in after Rin, but Rin can time walk this off. They commit the Eclipse. Big waste. What a whiff from the Luna. That being said, this tier 3 is not going to last long unless defended. Is there a chrono? Yes, there is. It's on to 3. The Viper's on the outside, though. He's dealing damage onto the Troll Warlord. Dog will end up going down from Rin now. Nakes will be the next target, but Rin can't take him down himself. There's the Overgrowth onto 3 as well. And looks like Viper, he's going to go down. Nakes, I don't think he stands much of a chance. John Galt will get that one. And in fact, they're going to try and chase 69 now. And 69, I mean, he's pretty fast. So I don't think they can, but Doom wants to keep going. ODB, he does see him. He is in sight. The charge is available, though, if he needs to use it. He's got to be careful, because if that Infernal Blade hits him, he's dead. And he might deny himself. He runs through. He'll get out. He's away from with 45 HP. And they're still pinging him out, saying, come on, guys, we can get this kill. John Galt, he's making the chase. And no, I think he might just be too fast. But John, if he can get those slow axes, that might do the job. Oh, actually, John, I think he can do it. He does get the slow axes. Can he chase? I think he can get the kill. Yes, he does get the kill. And look how upset he is. Look how upset. I mean, I would be too. Spirit Breaker, he's upset. I'm upset for him, but when someone's being chased, you're almost rooting for them to get taken down. I don't know why. Now, the top will be the target, the tier 2 going down from ODB right now. So that's gone. They can aim straight for that tier 3. There's no buyback available on the Spirit Breaker, nor is there on the Weaver. That being said, Weaver has respawned. Spirit Breaker will be back up in 20 seconds. John goes straight in. He can take those towers down so fast. Chains does miss on the Luna, but still a lot of damage being dealt here by John. He's going too far though, I think, and he's going to lose his life here. Actually, there's the chrono onto 5. No, it's 4, my apologies. Luna will be the target. Bit of a delay there. The time dilation as well. The ulti is committed onto Rin, but there's all these dire heroes going down right now, and I don't think this is going to look too good. There is a buyback there from Dog. Does he have the Eclipse? I think he just might. Yes, he does. He hasn't committed it quite yet. The leech seed is there, and there's the Eclipse. Rin will end up losing his life to Mycomancer, and I mean, Mycomancer's still alive through all this. He's on 45 HP, and he'll end up dying to the Radiant Spoon of the Doom. But my goodness, what a close fight! And I suppose if Troll did not overextend there, he might have been able to get some more done. Johnny, he'll buy back. He needs to defend this base. There is a buyback available on the Treant Protector as well. Unfortunately for the Radiant, the bot lane is pushing in, so that bot racks will be available for the taking as well. And even then, the top racks will be as well, so it's not looking too good for them right now. It's going to be a hard defense, but if they can defend this, it might just be a game. This should be the final fight of the game, I think. John goes straight after Dog. There was an ulti committed from Mycomancer. I'm not sure who was on. It was actually on ODB. Now Troll. The Overgrowth is onto 3. There's the Nether Strike as well. Can they get Dog down? It looks like they really want it. They could turn around for 69 as well, but Dog is just too fast at the moment. John Gold, he needs that Shadow Blade available. It's just not. And actually, he's caught up to him, but now he's by himself and he's overextended again. That's a dieback from him. Oh, that's really bad news for the Radiant. Ember Spirit. I was going to say, my goodness, he's really risking it this time. He's actually going for it. There's a big chrono onto 5 from Rin. And he's going to take out the Viper. He's actually going to take out a few. I think Hoga almost went down, but he time-lapsed it off. That is 2 down for the Dire so far. And they're going to make a run for it. Rin, he's still chasing though. He wants more. He does have the Diffusal Blade as well, which he can use on Dog if he really wants, but he hasn't done it quite yet. Looks like he's just saving. The Time Lock will do the job. Nakes, he's trying to fight up against Spencer, but now there's 4 heroes around him. Can they get him as well? Again, they do have the Diffusal Blade. Still not committing it though. Now he does. The Rage is there. And it looks like they'll get the kill. The creeps will do the last bit of work. There's 4 dead, no buyback, and if they want to just push down mid right now, they really can. I don't think they even need the Void to finish off the base of the Dire. Just go straight for the Ancient. Plus the Troll will be back up before everyone else. So if they do need that Battle Trance, I mean, it is a global effect. Fortunately, nobody else joining them. Just these 2 going for it themselves. You can see the Spirit Breaker 69. He'll be back in just a second. And they're actually going to go for the top lane. They're going to be cautious about it. And ODB jumps straight in with the Infernal Blade. The charge is coming in onto Rin though. Does he have a chrono? No, he does not. The Blade Mail is used by the Spirit Breaker. And the Nether Strike as well. Rin, there's actually a Doom on the Spirit Breaker, and now the Spirit Breaker, he's completely screwed. No buyback available. Hoga has to back out of there, but almost dies. No time lapse available now as well for another 35. This tier 3 is just going to go down, and now the Rax is open for the taking. Troll Warlords respawn. He's making a run up. Doesn't commit the Battle Trance, but not going to matter too much. And actually, there's the ulti from the Viper. A lot of damage being dealt right now. And, oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage from that Infest. But Rin basically just gets out by the skin of his teeth here. Nakes, he's going to try and fight John Gold, but John Gold is too damn farmed for that. Micromancer, he'll try to do the job. There's a beautiful chrono onto 3 from Rin. He'll commit the BKB as well. Going for the Luna. Hoga, can he go down as well? They can't see him. Lucky time lock onto Viper, and there's another one. And I think they can just bash this man into place. The Whirling Axes as well. And yeah, that's definitely GG. I'm fairly sure. If they choose to get Megas, they can, which it looks like they just will because they're already there. Didn't even notice there was a bit of rack going on here. But they could really just push for the Ancient, wait for the next Battle Trance, which is available, mind you. And Micromancer really not happy with what's just happened here. And I really can't blame him. And John Gold, he's going to go for another fight. Looks like ODB might go down. He's walking it off, though. And it looks like he'll manage to get out. He's just too tanky. Hoga, he's going to walk away from this. He'll be alright. Rin, just going to go for the push. Troll, got the Battle Trance in a few seconds. If he knows it's global, he should be using it when it's up and ready to help out this push. Unless he wants to delay the game. But it doesn't even look like it matters. And there it is. And that helps out quite a lot, if you didn't already know. And guys, I think it's GG well played. There might be a final little fight here from Hoga, but it looks like Rin's just going to ignore him, go for the Ancient like a smart person, and that will be GG well played. So guys, thank you for watching. As always, thank you to Rin for support us, for providing the replay. Apologies if I was slightly rusty there. I haven't cast in a few days, which is not very good, but you know, it happens. Life happens. Anyway, guys, been an absolute pleasure. If you enjoyed, you know, follow Twitch, follow YouTube, the usual. I'm on Twitter as well at MLP Dota. Again, I always appreciate any replay requests, and hopefully Season 2 of Echo League will be coming soon. Otherwise, guys, oh, also, my apologies. I forgot to... apologies to Rin for the delay with the replay. What I was trying to say before is I've been extremely busy with work and other medical issues, so hence why I haven't been able to... Hence why I haven't been replying, so my apologies. There you go. I apologize live on Twitch for you. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. You guys have a great night. It's been Michael Phoenix.